Hi guys, it's Carol. How are ya? I'm pretty good. We've had a really great week here in the Texas Panhandle. Tuesday, I think the high was 84. It was a beautiful sunny day. Then we had a day with high winds. Then today we had some rain, more like sprinkling. And they tell us that we have a really high chance to have snow Friday night. So this has been a week where hang around a little bit. If you don't like the weather right now, it'll change. You'll have something else. Well, I want to participate in this open collaboration that is hosted by Patty from Life with Patty and Daphne from My Mountain Home and Kitchen. And the collaboration is called Thursday Booktube. And if you want to participate, all you do is make a video, post it on Thursday about a book, about anything related to a book or reading, and share it. So that's what I'm going to do today. The book I want to talk about is called What in the World? A Southern Woman's Guide to Laughing at Life's Unexpected Curveballs and Beautiful Blessings. Now, if you don't know Leanne Morgan, oh, you're missing out. But she's a comedian. She does stand up. She also has acted in a sitcom that took place during COVID, and so it didn't get actually put on TV. She's been in a movie with Reese Witherspoon. She's written this book. She's a busy lady, but the most important things in her life are her husband and her children and her grandchildren. Now, from the time she was 5, she always knew she wanted to be an entertainer. And she always knew she was going to go to California someday and make it big. But first, she had her children and she raised those kids. She had a son and 2 daughters. And she was the best mom in the world to them. And she took care of them. Once they all left home, is when she had time to develop her career. Actually, when the kids were still at home, she started selling jewelry at night in people's homes, like having a Tupperware party, but it was jewelry. The company was called Premier Jewelry. Actually, that's the same company I sold jewelry for, but she was a lot more successful than me. And that is actually how she got in stand up, because she would go to these parties, show them her jewelry samples, and end up telling things and just being so funny that people wanted to book to have her come do her comedy routine for them. And that's how she got started. She was just talking about her life and people thought it was hilarious. She was in her 50s when she really hit the big time. And she's toured all over the country. She lives in Knoxville, Tennessee. She always lived in Tennessee. She grew up in a little bitty town, I think of about 2,000 people. Her daddy, first they had a grocery store, and then they sold that, and he built a meat processing plant in their backyard. And she talks about working in the meat processing business with her family and growing up in the country. She had a pretty nice life. She wasn't rich, but she had a wonderful life, and she talks about how things are not always smooth. Things happen. The curveball she's talking about, and that's what I always thought about people like Leanne Morgan. Their life must have gone so smoothly. They must have had everything fall in place perfectly. They must not have any of the ups and downs the rest of us do. But that's not true. They do. And she talks about some of them. She talks about her marriage. Her husband is the complete opposite from her. She's very outgoing, wants to talk to everybody, wants to have fun. And Chuck is shy and very serious about being the breadwinner and taking care of his family. And he talks so much at work. When he comes home, he doesn't want to talk anymore. So they don't just sit around and have conversation. Um, they've had to work on things like that. And she talks about going to a marriage counselor and uh, trying to help him loosen up and have more fun. And she wants to spend money and he doesn't want to. He thinks they need. She said he started saving for their retirement when he was 26, and he still thinks they need to save for it. But anyway, so life hasn't been, a piece of cake all the time for her, but she's had a really good life, and she finds the humor in everything. So if you think you'd like to read this book, I hope you will. What in the World by Leanne Morgan. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Bye bye.